Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about challenges being a blessing in one way or the other. I know challenges tend to make us weak, challenges tend to make us feel withdrawn, challenges tend to make us feel unwanted, challenges tend to really give us the negative vibe, but actually challenges in most cases there are hidden blessings that we do not see. Kindly stay with me as we discuss and ponder more about this subject. I would like to start off by giving an example of my friend, my childhood friend, who went through a challenge that became a blessing in her life. My friend is one girl who is very bubbly, and she is just one spirit that you want to be around as much as you can. But life has its own ways, so we parted ways because everybody had to start their own life. I went to high school, she went to another high school, and things like that. But we were neighbors and we were childhood friends, so things were really good. So in the long run, we lost touch, and well, I couldn't see her, but from time to time we could hit each other on Facebook and on this social media streets, and you're like, hi. Then after a long time, a common friend of ours reached out to me and she told me, have you heard from so and so lately? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, you guys were quite close. I would suggest if you look for her because she's not in good state. And I was like, what's the matter? She said, you reach out to her and talk to her. So I tried to do that, but my friend was not the very friend that I knew. She wasn't ready to talk. She didn't want to get in touch that much. And that one really, I became concerned about that. So I kept on pushing, and eventually she accepted. We met, and she broke down and she told me that, I don't know what happened to me. I just say I started feeling sick and this and this. And when I went to the hospital, I did a test and I found out that I had contracted HIV. And true to her word, she really looked bad in terms of she didn't keep herself. She's a lady who used to love herself, kept herself well, looked good and this and that. But now she had neglected herself. She had started drinking heavily, and things were really going downhill on her side. I really felt bad, especially that time HIV was like something. When you hear someone has, people used to think it's a death sentence, like people used to get so scared about it. And I didn't know what to say, didn't know how to advise her. I was just telling her to hold on, you're strong, you're going to overcome this and this. But as we know, there was no cure for AIDS. So it was hard. It was a situation that it was not easy, neither to her, neither to her friends, her family, and things like that. So she entered into really, really heavy drinking. But thanks to her family, as much as they're not so well up, they managed to take her to a rehab because of the heavy drinking. Now became problem number 2, and it's through the rehab she got well, and through friends and things like that. And she started reading books and trying to see how she could help herself, because she had 2 kids and she was a single mother of 2 from the same father. The guy died, and it was just sad. Anyway, to cut the story short, this lady was an active member in the church, but she had even stopped going to church. You know how people condemn you, yeah? People can really judge you and can put condemnation on you before even your judgment day comes. So the pastor called her back, and he kept on giving her words of hope and this and this. And she was brave enough, and she managed to hold on to what she was going through, and she used it on her advantage. She came out and she started talking about the disease openly, even though the community, the family did not want her to do that. But she chose to go down that road, and it was her healing process. Why am I saying challenges are a blessing? This lady, this friend of mine, she did not school so well. Like, we cannot say she has the best of education in terms of degrees or those kind of levels. She's just a lady who has done simple certificate courses. And back in my country, you can't say those courses can give you like proper jobs or top jobs and things like that. But trust me, my friend earns a 5-figure salary because of who she stood to be. Like she stood with her challenge and she took it in a brave way. And she was among the people who came out first to talk openly about HIV, and that you can live with it, and that it's okay if you've contracted. This is how you live with it. People were shy about it and all that, and she came out and she talked about it. It is a blessing, because that lady would never had reached the height she's reached. She's managed to buy herself clothes. Her kids have good education. If you see her, my goodness me, even she's better than people who are not even sick out there. So the challenge became a blessing in disguise for her. Nobody would pray to be sick so that she can be a blessing to anyone, but it became a blessing to her. And today I want to talk about these challenges, like they are blessing. Sometimes we enter into relationships and then people walk away from us. Even friends sometimes walk away from us. Sometimes even family walk away from us. And it becomes a challenge, like, why would someone walk away from me? Maybe I really wanted to hold on to this. But when people walk away from you, these are challenges that are going through your life, but they are a blessing, because those people are not meant to be in your life. If they stay in your life, they're going to hinder you. They're walking away to pave way for something new, because if they're there, then you're not going to meet what is meant for you. Like when you place a seed on the ground, the seed breaks the shell, or breaks the membrane, and then it germinates to get above the ground so that it can form a tree or a plant. If it does not do that, then it cannot become a tree, it cannot become a plant. We will not even know that there was a seed under the ground. So challenges make us grow. Challenges bring out the best in us. We feel bad when we go through some things, but as long as God has not ordained what we are fighting to be in our life, it will be a constant fight until we let go and we walk towards what is meant for us. So let's not look at challenges as things that should put us down. Let's look at challenges as, if you're at work and you feel so discouraged, you feel so low about your job, you feel like you can't just hold on, like you feel like this is not what is meant for me, especially when it reaches a point that you really hate your job, it means that's not your place to be. I'm not saying you quit your job. I'm not saying that you just decide of doing some stuff. No. All you need to do is find what can give you peace and start working towards that, because challenges tend to give us hints that we are not in the right place, we are not doing the right thing, we need to change to reach our desired places. So be encouraged that when you're facing a challenge, just like anything else, there's nothing under the sun that does not have a beginning and an end. Everything tends to have a beginning and an end. So is challenges. If you have challenges, there's no challenge that will last forever. It will come and it will go. So when you are still going through the challenge, just know that soon or later there will be the end of this challenge. It's going to reach the end, and I will see what lies ahead, which most likely is a blessing from where you are. Just be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, don't beat yourself hard, walk through, pray if you have to, work towards what you want to work towards, stand with what you believe is good for you, and trust me, those challenges, when you look back, you will say, I overcame this to reach where I am. So be blessed and be encouraged that challenges will not last forever. They are there for a period of time, just like seasons, they come and go. So are challenges in our lives, they will come and go, and they will push us to the next level. So let's embrace what we're going through, and in one way or the other, God is going to help us go through or go out of what we're going through and reach our better destinations. So I just thought I should talk to someone today. And thanks for joining me for this little talk. And until next time, God bless you.